Welcome back to the West Ham Network. This is apologies. I just jumped out of the stream, but I am back. I am back. Don't you worry, I am here. So you've just witnessed West Ham beat Anderlecht 2-1. Yes, it may look on paper like it wasn't a great game. Do you know what? The second half wasn't a great game, to be honest with you. It really wasn't. But you know, we got the job done, and that's one of the most important things, is just getting the job done. Can you do me a favor? If you are in the chat, can you let me know that you were transferred over here? Okay. That's all I need to know. I just need to know that you're transferred over here. Okay. We're getting people coming in just now as we speak. So that would be cool. Now I'm going to give you the opportunity to come in and have a chin wag with us very, very shortly. Let's do that. No, I want to do this and then put this on. That's it. There you go. So you do have the option now to come in and have a chin wag with us as well. So it's rolling across the bottom. But there you go. West Ham have won our game 2-1 at home against Anderlecht. You know, good first half for West Ham. We made several substitutions, but the game did die its death in the second half. It wasn't great. It was really disappointing. And obviously they conceded the goal. It was never, ever a penalty. So don't have your, don't worry about that. You know, I heard the commentator saying if they had more intensity in the game, they may have done something a bit more. But let me give you the game stats initially. You know, West Ham had 59% ball possession to their 41%. We had 14 shots to their 11. We had 4 on target to their 3. They created one big chance each. We did. We had 598 passes in the game, and they had 411 passes in the game as well. Now I'm going to give you some individual stats as well. I mean, who did you rate the highest? Was there any standout performers compared to anyone else? I'm not sure. For me, how do I describe this game? Great first game of 2 halves, really. Good first half for West Ham. Bang average second half by West Ham. And that wasn't the fact that we allowed Anderlecht to get into the game, because the goal doesn't count to me. I know it counts, but it was such a crap goal. It was such a crap decision. You know, if VAR was there, they would have absolutely wiped it off. No ifs or buts about it. But loads of players got to run out there. They've got game time. That's the important thing. Getting the job done, that is the most important thing. Now, you can see running along the bottom of the screen, you've got the option to dial in. So if you are in the UK and you want to come on and have a chin wag, dial the number below. Now, I'll read the number out live for you on the stream. The number is 0116 318 3846. If you want to come in, it's not a visual, so it's just your voice. Everyone will be able to hear when you come in and have a chin wag with us as well. And it's the same number with +44 at the start. I'm expecting Russ to come in live from the stadium as well. So keep your comments coming in and let us know your thoughts. Freno was in the house. Evening all. Good to see you. What a first half from Freno. That goal from Saeed was great. Love to see Bowen back on fire. We are ready for Saints and Liverpool later on. Come on, you Irons. Hello all from Caitlin as well. Freno, that match had me panicking. I almost had a heart attack. My word, I had to manually do it. Trini Hammer, tick box, I think it is. Yep, I think it glitched from me. All good, thank you. 2 up, 2 down hammers. Massive, exactly. That is what we are. And Clueless Gabby said he could not see us winning today. You were right. Absolutely. No, mate, not transferred. Checked another pod, then came back. Really? Interesting, Alan. Thank you very much. Don't know why that happened, to be honest, so I do apologize for that. Good stats for us. Played really well. A couple of injuries changed the game, which was a shame as it stopped our momentum. Losing our 2 centre-backs messed up Moyes' tactics. However, the whole team deserved to be applauded. I think, yeah, do you know what? That's maybe the downside, was losing the 2 centre-backs, and we've just got to pray and hope that there is no big injury concerns with Ogbonna. I think Ogbonna is probably going to look a lot worse than Dawson's injury. We just need to pray that Dawson can get through this, because I know we've got Aguerd coming back, but he's still not ready yet. And that is not, that's not great. That's the rough side of this one as well. Like I said, though, you've got a chance to come on and have your point of view. You can come on for a couple of minutes, just dial that number there. I'll see your call coming through. I'll get you on, have your opinion as well. So do that. But, starting lineup, what was your thoughts on the starting lineup? We'll start with that before Russ does come on. We started pretty... Our squad this year is different. It's strong. So we can flex it up. And I think we did flex it up. And I seen someone say in the Match Day Live that we flexed it up and it was a bit of a weird selection, which I kind of understand to a certain extent. You had Areola, Sefal, Johnson, Ogbonna, Creswell, and Emerson making your back line. It was a back five, 3 centre backs, alongside 2 wing backs as well. Downs and Lanzini holding. And you had Benrahma, Paqueta, and Bowen with no real forward there. They were just playing the front 3. So talk to me then. Who was your kind of standout player? Flynn Downs, again, another fantastic performance from him. I'll bring you his game stats now. He had 73 touches. This is Flynn Downs, if anyone's asking. 73 touches, 92% accuracy in his passes. He won 7 from 10 ground duels. He only lost possession 7 times. He was fouled a few times. He had 1 block shot, 2 interceptions, and 5 successful tackles in the game. So another good performance from Flynn Downs. His partner in the middle of the park, Lanzini, played the full 90, had 86 touches. He had a 94% success rate in his passes. He had no accurate crosses. He had 100% long ball accuracy. He was successful in 1 of his 3 ground duels. Only lost the ball 9 times in the middle of the park. He was fouled a few times as well. So another decent performance from Lanzini. Loads of comments coming in, so I'll jump through them as well. Moyes really helped us show through the years. Hope the crowd trouble does not backfire on us. I take it there was. I didn't see any if there was, even if there was ups and downs. Daniela, feel free to dial the number, come in and have a chat. You can see the number going along the bottom of the screen as well. When is the next few matches? So we've got, what have we got coming up now? We have Southampton at the weekend, followed by Liverpool next Wednesday. So we'll be giving you all the West Ham content that way as well. So I know when to tune in to you. Comfortable 2-0 win. Just hope Augie and Dawson aren't injured too badly. True. Evening, Anton. Thank you, Adam, for joining us. The biggest concern for me is going to be the injuries. That's it. I'm glad we got the job done. We could have made the cushion a bit bigger. I think that's the kind of only slightly annoying thing. But we flexed it up. We tried something a bit different, and that's kind of sometimes what you've got to expect when you try something a bit different. And we got players out there that got a bit of game time. It served its purpose. Benrahma got himself a goal. I think that's a really positive for us. I think there's 2 players tonight got a goal. That is a massive positive for us. Jared Bowen's kept up, putting the ball in the back of the net. He's picking up a bit of form. He's looking lively. He's breaking the defenses down. He's finding the holes. He's finding the gaps. His passes are getting better. His shots are getting better. He's putting the ball in the back of the net. All key elements to his game, which is what he needs, not just for West Ham, but he needs for his career and his chance to play at the World Cup. And he's doing himself the world of good right now, especially with the performances he's been putting in the park. So delighted for Jared Bowen. But Saeed Benrahma, for me, I thought he had a good game again. I really did. He was effective in everything he was doing. I'm going to read out some stats here, but I'm going to flick it on the stats with Benrahma because I think it shows his creativity actually this time around. He played the full 90. He got a goal, a great free kick at that. A really, really good free kick at that. Creswell dummied the free kick and he put the ball into the bottom left-hand side of the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper had no chance to get to that ball anyway. So he scored 1 goal. He had 2 shots off target. He was successful with 80% of his dribbles attempted. He had 55 touches in the game, 73% pass completion rate. He won 50% of his ground duels. He created 1 big chance. He did lose possession 8 times. He was fouled once. He was offside a couple of times. He got stuck in with a few tackles. But the thing I noticed with Benrahma was he was trying to be creative. You could see he was trying to link up with a mixture of Paqueta, and you could see in the second half he was trying to link up when the substitution was made for Scamacca. You could see that he was trying desperately to do that link-up play. And sometimes the ball was getting delivered to the opposition player, but I find that when you've got a player like Benrahma who's struggling for confidence and he's kind of getting back into the team, you're always going to have that kind of bedding in period. And I feel like with this team again, you've got Benrahma bedding in. He's had a great chance now to get a run of games. And this goal tonight is what he needed. I thought he's come off the back of a very good performance against Anderlecht last week, but could not put the ball in the back of the net. He's came off of a good performance against Anderlecht tonight, but put the ball in the back of the net. So there's positives that we need to take from this game. And it is things like Benrahma getting a goal, getting his confidence up, Bowen getting a goal, getting his confidence up, and they'll lead into the league. Now, what happens elsewhere? We've got Silkeborg beat FCSB, Steaua Bucharest, 5-0. So they actually played them twice in a week and scored 10 goals against Steaua Bucharest. Silkeborg have got 6 points. West Ham have got 12. West Ham play Silkeborg and FCSB in the next 2 games. Silkeborg need maximum points to try and overtake West Ham in the group. Now, what we want to do is qualify as top spot, because that qualifies us into the round of 16. And that's what we want to do. Now, it is a big, huge task that's needed in order to make Silkeborg take over West Ham. The big, massive thing is that they can do it. Like, they physically can do it, but it's going to be a tough gig for them to do that as well. I'm just making sure this is working, but is it working? I don't think it is working. I wonder if people are trying to 0116 318 3846. I've just dialed it there just to see if it's working, but it's not popped through. So let me just check it is working for you. It's really weird. No, it's not. So apologies. If you are trying to phone through, it's working. We do have Rusty B in the house. Rusty,
yes, mate.
Talk to me, mate. What's your thoughts?
Oh, they're still in there. They're still in there.
What, the Anderlecht fans?
Yeah, I don't know how many chairs will be left for the
right.
Bournemouth.
So Russ, talk to me then, because someone had said there was a little bit of crowd trouble, but I didn't see anything from our end.
There was quite a bit, to be honest, but it was where the lower tier where the two away fans and home fans meet. Few chairs being thrown. You can see them because they were white. The Anderlecht lot were kicking the chairs, smashing them and throwing them. Couple of flares went back and forth, they're still behind. They're being helped behind. But
that's all we need. That's all we need. We'll probably get blamed for that as well.
Yeah, but it weren't us. It was, and
I know,
it was
but sometimes it never is us, and then that's it.
I know. But yes, but apart from that, as you said, first half job done. Second half just didn't turn up. Second half,
it did feel like a game of two halves, really, didn't it?
Definitely, most definitely, game of two halves, and I just didn't know what happened that second half.
No.
We just seemed to totally take our foot off the pedal second half. And then you thought with Deck coming on, Deck and Scamacca, that might have kick-started it, but it didn't really at all. Because obviously Deck had to go to centre back and Dawes had to go off. And
well, that's the part I want to talk to you about. You know, it was an okay day at the office. A game of two halves, like we said, it was an okay day at the office.
Yeah.
But I suppose the biggest concern really we're walking away with tonight is two centre backs potentially injured. Now, I've got to just hope that the Dawson was more precautionary. You know, they both walked off the field, But it was the fact that what they were doing with Ogbonna is a concern, because it wasn't his hamstring. They were checking out his
knee.
His knee. They were making sure his knee's okay.
Yeah.
You know, all that sort of stuff. And obviously they were going to bring him off at that point. But the other concern then is Dawson. So we haven't got through tonight unscathed either.
No, we haven't. And I think Dawson walked off, didn't they? I mean, they both walked off unaided. I mean, Dawson carried on for another 10 minutes, didn't he, really, since he went down? Yeah. But then we know that Agaird's back on the grass. Ben Johnson slipped in, I thought, quite well. He played okay. He played about 3 different positions again today. It's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, no Zuma, no Kira in the squad either. So they'll be both back in for the Southampton game. So it's whether we have that second centre-back to partner Zuma and Kira doesn't come in to centre-back. He can stay right back. So,
yeah.
I mean, you know, it's not... it's fortunate.
Were you okay with the team lineup? Were you okay with the starting lineup? Not really.
Yes. Well, yeah. Actually, it's different. It was different. There was no target man. So we were very small starting lineup. You know, usually we physically dominate people, but it meant we actually played some nice football, really. But yeah, we do miss that sort of. I was surprised that they didn't get Divan, the young lad, come on or be available in the squad, because you know he's a striker, so he would have given you something different. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's sort of like it was a bit. There was no focal point. I don't think we still, even throughout the game, didn't really have who was up front. Paqueta played up front quite a lot, so then Benrahma, so did Bowen. There was never really any sort of structure to that. But look, it was. I thought we were going to come out of the win. We came out of the win. Annoying that Silkeborg have put some more past Bucharest. Otherwise, we would have.
I mean, that's 10 goals, man. We've scored against FCSB. Like, if anything,
great game.
I mean,
they've got to win. They have to win next game. They've got to come to London Stadium and win.
Is that who we play next? I thought we were up against Steaua Bucharest.
No, Steaua Bucharest away is the last game we've got next. Yeah. So we've got Southampton on Sunday, then we've got Bournemouth the following Monday, and then we've got Thursday.
Yeah. I mean, you know, they've put 10 goals past FCSB. You know, they have to win. They've got no choice now. They've got to at least try and equal West Ham's points and beat West Ham. That's if no ifs or buts about it. But it's going to make an interesting game, absolutely. It's just the fact that I can't believe they put 10 goals past it. I think tonight, Russ, what I was looking for was a bigger cushion. That's what I wanted. It's not the fact that they've conceded the goal. It's never a penalty. I don't know if you've seen the replay back.
No, it wasn't a penalty. No, not at all. Yeah. Not a penalty.
Never a penalty, but you want that cushion. And I think that's what took the stuffing out of the game for me. Like, the second half was quite boring, and the first half was reasonably exciting. But I did say, mate, a couple of players that were stand out. Downs again. Talk to me about Downs.
Awesome, weren't he? Controlled the game for midfield. Yeah. They had nothing first half, did they? They had nothing. I don't think Ariola made a save, a non-target save. I thought Downs was exceptional. Again, you know, he's proved it. He can play at this level. I thought he was brilliant. And considering he hasn't got like a recognised central midfield partner, no disrespect to Manu, but he's not playing with Declan Rice. He's not playing with Souček, and he bossed that midfield. I thought it was brilliant. I thought, again, another man in the match performance, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think about, you know, Benny getting a goal? That's positive.
He looked up for it today, didn't he? First half, he really looked up for it. He was really going for it. You know, he was direct. I mean, I'm not his biggest fan, I'll be honest, but he seemed the game was made for him yet today. Particularly that first half, it was so open, and that's when Benny is at his best. When it's open, when he can run at people. When the game is tight, that's when you don't play him. And I thought he was really good and great free kick. Second half started to go back to his ways again. A few missed passes, a few over, you know, just keeps overplaying it slightly in the second half. It was quite funny. If you saw I don't know if you saw the replay and saw Moyes, he didn't get off his chair. Benny scored. No. He didn't get off his chair, so he was obviously pissed off at Benny for some reason as well. Everyone else did, but look, it was a good performance. It was a performance. It was a win, and as I said, that's 4 wins in 12 days now.
So huge. That's another big thing. You know, sometimes you're going to get bang average performances. You had a good first half, bang average second half. But I suppose the key element here, the big key element here, is that West Ham got another victory under our belt.
Exactly.
When what, 2 weeks ago, 12 days ago, we were sitting there struggling, not seeing where the next points were coming from.
12 days ago, we were talking about Moyes having 5 games to go. That's what they said. And, you know, he's won the next 4 in the spin.
Yeah.
And with Southampton on Sunday, you'd like to think, you know, that should be definitely a high chance of winning that game as well. And then you get into, then obviously you got Liverpool away, which the way they're playing, they're conceding all the time. So you never know. And then you've got Bournemouth and Siltball. So realistically, we could go October undefeated.
Well, let's hope, mate. I mean, we said before this kind of spell of games happened that we got 13 games to play, really important games in October and November.
Yeah.
We're 4 down and we've won 4 out of 4. Now the key element now is to put this form again back into the Premier League. Players got run out. I thought that was quite important. I think, you know, I literally just said, Russ, before the substitutions were made, now I don't see the need to bring on any of these players. And like clockwork, it's as if Moyes was listening to me and thought, you know what, Anton, I'm going to ignore what you said and I'm going to put these players on. And he put Rice and bloody Scamacca on the field. And do you know what? As much as they had a run out, and I think that's maybe key as well to a certain element. You know, he's got the confidence in the squad. He's got the confidence in the fact that, I can put these players out. And I'm not going to be concerned about any of them picking up an injury because I've got other players there.
Oh, my Lord.
Hey! He got
over to you, Russ. On you go.
Okay. Gents, thoughts today. Thoughts. What are we thinking, Si?
Right, I have to say that I'm not surprised we won. It was a hell of a result. I was expecting 3-0, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I was thinking 3. I said 3-1.
It's kind of back to the 80s tonight. You see the crowd.
They were very, very boisterous.
We were right there next to the away crowd. What a laugh.
They were so boisterous.
There ain't going to be many seats left for Bournemouth, is there? Let's be honest. I feel sorry for the Bournemouth fans. But what do you think? What about Downs?
I would say bigger. Downs was fantastic, as always. Yeah. Big up, Russ. Round of applause for Russ.
Round of applause for the Heineken boys.
We weren't playing tonight.
I know.
We got stopped.
You got stamped. You got canned, didn't you?
Command stopped us.
Gold Commander told us we weren't allowed to play.
They got banned. So these are the guys that do the DJing, the Heineken bar and the club shop as well. There we go. Let's all have a disco.
Russ, I want you, Russ, can you ask them what their thoughts were? It was a game of 2 halves, but you know this. Yeah. I want to hear about their thoughts on Benny and Bowen.
Yeah. All right. What do you think? Obviously, game of 2 halves, proverbial game of 2 halves. What about Benrahma?
I thought it was great. I thought Benrahma was fantastic. And then when people I really don't get it when people have a pop at Benrahma, because there are fans who are on his back, and I think that man is quality.
Yeah.
It does work, and he's got nice little fucking touches, what we all want out of it. And at the end of the day, it's about what the team produces.
Yes, true.
You know? And if we win 2-0, if we win 3-1, and they're all part of that team, then big up as far as I'm concerned.
But what about Bowen? I mean, where's Bowen been?
Actually, that goal was good.
It
looked like it was a sitter.
Yeah.
But actually, that was a good goal. I'm looking forward to seeing it on
YouTube.
YouTube.
A great hit.
I think it was nice to see Benrahma have a whole game.
That
was lovely. And then again, you nearly put it in right near the end of that free kick, and he scored the second.
And Suchik always scored at the end. Do you see that? Yeah. Jesus. But obviously, we were just saying on the stream, like 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, people were calling for Moyes' head. 5 games gone. Yada.
Razor might
have been. I heard Razor talking about it.
I wasn't calling for Moyes' head, but I think that it was very important that he won some games and got some games under his belt.
Yeah.
I think today's game was very important for us to win, but we're gutted that we're 2 defenders down.
Yeah.
We've had
Russ,
Bonner.
what's the stat? That's like 4 wins in 10 days.
4 wins in 12 days.
Yeah, right.
Plus, then we got
We're
Southampton.
happy with that.
We're going down to your neck of the woods on Saturday. You'll be there probably.
We need to
You're
beat
going down,
Southampton.
going down to the Wurzels.
We're not allowed to say that.
You'll be in the
Not allowed
home.
to
You'll
say
be in the
that.
home end. But then you got that, and then you got Liverpool away. Yes, that might be a tough one, but Liverpool conceding quite regularly at the moment, so you never know. And then Southampton and Silkeborg here. And we've got Bournemouth on Monday. Yeah, so Bournemouth on Silkeborg.
Bournemouth, Silkeborg, and
Yeah.
then Palace.
Yeah.
So we're looking
5 games in
comfortable
14
mid-table now.
days.
And don't forget also that Silkeborg need to come here and win on Thursday to have any chance of qualifying.
No chance at all, mate.
No. But they put another 5 past Bucharest tonight as well.
We're already qualified, right?
We've qualified,
Yeah,
but
we've
we haven't won
qualified.
the group.
Just
You,
need a
you want to
point.
win the group
We
because then
need
you
a
miss
point,
the
don't we?
yeah. We need a point, and then you miss the 32, so you go straight like we did last year into the 16
To be fair, we've got to play FS Steaua Bucharest yet.
at Bucharest, and they've conceded 10 goals in the last 2 games, so
Yeah.
it's not looking good.
It's possible we might get a goal.
We might get a goal. Skamaka might score again,
Yeah.
but I mean Bowen today, his goal, he goes, I think he ties European goals in history for West Ham players. Yeah. Shows how crap we've been in Europe.
There's a phrase that the fans use, which is "Bowen's on fire." And I'm not going to go any further.
We're not going any further. We're not going any further.
We've actually been banned from playing that.
Have you?
Yeah. We got told not to play that.
No, we didn't really.
No, but we have to leave it on this note that
Go on then.
Bowen's goal was world class.
It was brilliant, yeah.
I think so. From what I saw, great goal.
We took a touch at it and brought it inside and then flicked it in. But he should have got a second one, let's be honest.
Bowen should make sure Bowen's in that England squad because the quality he's playing at the moment.
I'll tell you what.
And they're going to bloody Qatar in about 3 or 4 weeks' time.
Yeah.
If he's not in the England squad,
I think the best thing of him was getting in the English squad last game, the last squad, and not playing a single minute. Because since he's come back, he's like completely different player. He's got
something to prove, though.
He has got something to prove.
I think we all think he should be in it.
Yeah, no, I think he should be in it. The way he's playing at the moment, it's his seat to lose.
I
But
think he's a lethal addition to West Ham's attack, and in a way that we've got Shamaka to look at, and then with Antonio, there's so many danger in West Ham's offensive that he can now pick where he wants to shoot from.
Yeah.
Russ, it reminds me of that chat we had about Alan Devonshire. Getting
chat about Alan Devonshire. What a chat. Goes in the top 5 chats.
But when Razor said about Skamaka and Antonio,
Yeah.
I think one thing every single West Ham fan who actually turns up here every week is thinking is, every now and again, maybe, 4-4-2.
Yeah, I think everyone would like
when
we'd love it.
we'll have the two
up front.
Antonio and Skamaka on the pitch at the same time,
Unstoppable.
even if it's for one half. Who doesn't want to see that? We
You're
all
totally
want to
right.
see that.
You're totally right. Well, if you do come, apart from tonight, they've been banned. But if you do come, the Heineken bar and the support and the stadium store, let's all have a dis. LAHAD. Check them out. Back to you, Ed. Go on. Back to you.
Look at that.
See that, guys?
Everything we
See you
love
soon.
to see.
There we go. There we
Yeah.
go. So
Russ, I think my internet. Can you hear me? Okay, Russ. I'm struggling. I think
Yeah.
over here with my internet.
I can hear you, mate. I can
Can you
hear
hear me? Can everyone hear me as
Yeah,
well?
yeah. I can hear you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't even see you. Are you there,
I don't know.
Russ?
I'm still here. Hello. I can see you. I can hear you. Hey, Peter Jones. Peter Jones. How you doing? You're live. Peter Jones. This is the guy who shouts at me all the time. What do you think about the game today?
Yeah, it's pretty tidy. Good game.
Another win, innit? 4 win, 12 days. Roll on Southampton.
The only thing I'm disappointed about is the goal they got.
Yeah, but it wasn't a penalty. It weren't a penalty. Very soft.
Yeah, we blocked the view when the fight was going on. Crash didn't see it until after.
I think they're still in there. They're still in there. Irons.
I'll see you later. Rob.
Take care, Pete. Take care. See you soon, man. See you soon. Good old Pete. You there, Ant? Hello? Can anyone hear me? Can anyone see me? Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. Hello? Can anyone see me or hear me? Little thing in the chat if you can. I'd love to see. We can see. I don't know if Anton's still there. Great. Thanks, Catherine. So that was Peter Jones. Lovely Peter Jones. There we go. And Anton missed him. I can hear Anton coming in.
If you can hear.
And Anton missed Peter Jones. You missed Peter Jones.
I've met him before. I've met Peter before.
I know. But we got him on. We never get him on camera. But we got him on camera.
We have got a caller, but I think that's what made my computer shut down. So give me a second, and I'll get the caller back on. So give me a second. You keep talking, Russ. You keep talking to the crowd.
Don't worry. I've been talking all day. Don't worry about that. So I think the Anderlecht lot are still in there. Actually, they've been in there for. I mean, I left after 3 songs. I won't play no more. It's dying down a bit now, as you can see. Let me give some panoramic views of West Ham. There we go. Kids for £1, Southampton. It's going to be kids for £1. I think Blackburn's kids for £1 as well, which is very good. It's half-term weekend as well. But, what we're going to do as well is we'll have the ratings, doing the rating show. A bit early in lunchtime usually, probably about 12 o'clock tomorrow, so about half an hour earlier, because I've got to take the dog. I've got to take Bella to get her hair cut. So, needs must and all that. It does look beautiful, Catherine. It does look beautiful at night. It looks very pretty. And what we'll do is we'll go. So it's still the crowd, so I'm just waiting here. So it does look very pretty. Look, beautiful at night. Look at that. It's lovely as the crowds leave London Stadium.
There was someone that did try to call, and I can't call back. So if you can please call again, I'll get you on the stream.
Who was it? Anyone good? You want your dad again?
Oh, here it is. We have a caller. Let me unmute it.
Yes, we are.
Yes, what do you want to say?
Hello, you are live
on
the West Ham Network.
My name's Abs. Fundraising today for Bright Light Men of Solution. Really enjoyed the game.
Good man. Nice to see you, man. And very good. So what is it? What's the charity again?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here, but I've got the live stream going on, so I'm not sure.
That's fine. You just need to turn the live stream off, if that's okay.
Right. Okay. No worries. I'll put it now.
Yeah. What's your name?
It's Lee. To be fair, it's probably. I don't necessarily want to speak about the match tonight. It's more about the naming of the stadium, and I made a comment earlier. The only way to Essex.
Oh, right. That's it.
I made that comment. Yeah. That was me. If you don't want me on,
that's fine. On you go, mate. You go. You got your voice going.
Yeah. But I made that comment just totally naturally, and I always speak to my brothers who are still in East London now. I'm up in Shetland right now.
All right.
And they said there is something going on about the naming rights of the stadium anyway. I do wonder if it's for commercial reasons, but the London Stadium has always not rung true with me, and just that thought of calling it East London Stadium brings it more West Ham and more true to who we are.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that, and I get people's frustrations though, Lee. I get the frustrations about the naming of the stadium and stuff like that. But apparently the owners were offered the option and they've declined it just now. So I think we can put that one to bed for a little while, and see what happens.
Right. I just wondered. I mean, we're not live now, are we?
We are live. We are live. Yeah, we are live.
Oh, we are. Oh, right. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Well, I made the comment about you've got that badge behind you at the moment. I've got so many issues with that, with the London at the bottom, and it should, if it says East London at the bottom, no problem. And so many other West Ham fans are exactly the same.
Yeah.
And we're all coming from the same hymn sheet, as it were, and it's almost like it's been implemented above and beyond what we represent or what the club should represent. You know, it's been imposed.
Well,
And
Lee, can I just bring you on to tonight's game though for a little bit, just for a little bit?
Okay, well, yeah, I've not seen it. All I've got is your commentary, which I'm so thankful for, by the way.
No, that's appreciate. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But listen, even though you've not saw it, the important thing is we got the 3 points. That's the main thing. It was a game of two halves, but how important is that 3 points for West Ham tonight?
I mean, to be fair, it's not just the 3 points. I just think this little run we've had, for me, being up here away from East London, it just feels so much better that we're back on track in a way. And I think Moyes always goes through these. He goes through sections. He goes through a low spell where we seem to be getting terrible results, and then suddenly we come into a good spell, and we're really like we're on the crest of a wave, as it were. And we'll just hope this crest of a wave lasts for a bit longer and goes into the Premier League as well before we go into that thing again. Because it seems to be always ebbs and flows with David Moyes, and no problem with that, because the result of all of those ebbs and flows is very positive.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it does, mate. It does, Lee. Listen, Lee, I appreciate you phoning in. Thank you very much for your time. And listen, if anyone is there, you're up in the Shetlands, is that right, Lee?
Wow.
Yeah, and I've not got TV. I've just got the radio, but you only get certain games that are on the radio live, and which is why I appreciate your comment. Which I only come across it last week.
Oh, really, Lee? Really? Wow.
Yeah. So it's really just keeps me in touch, and I really appreciate it. And I had conversations with my brothers who are down in East London, and it's
well, Lee, I hope I do it justice for you, mate. You're one of the main reasons why I do it, because it's a lot of hard work, but as long as you get the information that I'm trying to put across, or whatever else does it. So, and
it's quite ironic you're a Scotsman giving me that information as well, yeah.
I'm English at heart, Lee. I'm English at heart.
Okay, right. Okay. All right,
that,
mate. Okay. Anyway, thank you for your time.
Yeah, you too, mate. Take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Wow.
See, Russ, mate. Got it working. Got it
Shetlands.
working, Russ.
Well done, Anton. Very impressed with the technology. Well done.
Well done. No, that was nicely. I appreciate you phoning in and giving us that feedback as well. And I get it, about the stadium right names and stuff like that. But it's good to maybe what we'll do is we'll park that and we'll do another show. And there's loads of shows where we can have phone in options and give you the voice to come in and have a chin wag. And maybe we'll do a little feature on that coming up over the next couple of weeks.
Great idea.
But I think the main thing is now we talk about the game tonight and see what everyone in the chat is saying. Yep. Anton turning into a tech wizard. Noel, yes, I am. Nothing to do with Russ. But I tell you what, Peter,
shut up.
If you've seen what actually went on behind the scenes of getting this set up, it was absolutely ridiculous, and it didn't work properly either. West Ham fan for 50 odd. Yes, I have no issue with the badge. It's not the biggest issue at the club or in football. Daniela, dial the number if you want to come in as well. You're more than welcome to come in. We're going to stay on for a few more minutes before the end of the game.
That was Stag. That was Brian Deere. Brian Deere.
Oh, was he there?
Yeah, he's gone. He was like, you know, fuck all about football. Walked off. Hello, Stag.
Adam Cook says we're still the biggest supporters of attendance at 99.9% in the Premier League. Still the best supporters, but the most expensive beer as well. Timothy is saying Benrahma and Downs were very good.
Yep,
I agree. They were. You two are like Smashy and Nicey. Do you know what? Actually, I want to talk about
charity.
Lanzini. What was your thoughts on Lanzini? He played a lot of a deeper role. In actual fact, see in the first half where West Ham were playing really well, I very rarely said Lanzini's name. And I actually made the comment during the game. I actually went, I've not actually said his name really
much
at all.
Did a lot of ball stuff. Yeah. He was running about quite off the ball. And again, one of those things you don't necessarily see when it comes over on the telly. Tried hard. Just don't work for him. I know, but Moyes sees him in that sort of deeper position. That's what he said in the press conference that you covered the other day. And I think the trouble is when he's always going to be overshadowed by Paqueta and then Benrahma. So the three of them together were like all very, I think it was one too many ball players there. But talking to Brian when you had Leon just now, Brian was waxing lyrically about the boy Downs. Said what a fantastic player he is. He's got to get rid of that Suchuk player.
Is that what he said? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people.
Get rid of that Suchuk.
I mean, Suchek obviously came on the park. I honestly, Russ, I'm making this judgment now. I'm doing it. I love Suchek, what he's done. He's clever at doing the job he does. The massive but is his distribution, and Downs has got it in an abundance. Has got it in an abundance. Yeah. So I'm excited about Downs, if I'm being really honest, and I think we're actually maybe sitting on something here that can really offer us. I honestly think you would probably really see a progressive Declan Rice with a Flynn Downs, but that doesn't take away, Russ. That doesn't take away from the fact of what Suchek does, because what Suchek's best attributes is not what Flynn Downs can do, but Flynn Downs' best attributes is not what Tommy Suchek can do. But I actually feel like his best attributes suit Declan Rice better, and I can see that partnership being quite a decent partnership.
Well, I mean, we've all said it that Flynn has a young Declan Rice about him, despite the fact only being about 12 days younger or something ridiculous like that. But he's very much like Declan was when he came onto the scene, in that sort of holding midfield role. Plays it simple, breaks up play. And if that's what he's doing now, you can imagine with a run of games, a partnership with Declan Rice, he can really be a special player for us. Very special player for us. And he's got that West Hamness. And in an age where people talk about foot loyalty and football's gone, having a West Ham player in the heart of your midfield who's a fan is a massive attribute. And there's not many clubs that have that. Very few. City have it with Foden. Liverpool have it. But not many other clubs do. And you can see where the rumours of, looking at Locatelli coming in maybe, and there's been rumours about that. And you can see maybe Suchek, his days may be numbered. They may be. But what's going to happen on Sunday. So, on Sunday he's going to start with Suchek and Rice. But as someone said in the chat, if there is an injury crisis in centre-back, would that mean Dec dropping to centre-back and then putting in Suchek alongside Downs in the middle? There's options. There's options there, and it was great to see Dec coming on and Camp slotting into the back three.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Going to bring on another guest, though, this time that's going to be on video format as well. Someone that's been on before, and it's Daniela. Daniela, thank you for joining us.
Hi, thoughts? Hi, Anton.
What do you think, Daniela?
Well, I think we're doing really well. I listened to your show. I was listening on the radio. It's I'll agree with you. The first half was good. Second half was a bit boring. I hope the crowd trouble doesn't backfire on us. I don't know what you saw, Russ, because you probably told us more about it. I hope it doesn't sort of like hit us. UEFA love hitting clubs like England, clubs like West Ham with fines and suspensions. I hope that doesn't happen.
No, I don't think it will.
Well, listen, I have got one concern about that one, though, that point, Daniela and Russ. Everywhere you look online and you type in West Ham, it says West Ham win amid crowd trouble. So the headlines, and I get that they're going to do that. But it's just a bit of a nightmare. I'm
going to say generally, I'm not seeing much of the games on TV, but away I'm feeling about how we're going, I think we're coming on we could be dark horses for things because no one's taken us seriously. Everyone's written us off. The whole rest of the Premiership, the top six of all written West Ham off. I think all the pundits have written West Ham off. I think that's to our benefit. I think again, we can do our stuff, do it quietly. And I think it's a nice little win. Come on Saturday. Yep, got Wednesday Liverpool. they were saying on the radio we don't have much training time, so I think that's why he brought the players on to keep them fit. So I understand it.
Yes.
Daniela, I
very
think
good
you
point.
make Daniela, I think you make a valid point there about how going under the radar. I think we underestimate that. I think that kind of suits. You know, I remember last season that a lot of West Ham fans were saying, you know, when you listen to the radio stations, you listen to Sky Sports, you listen to BT Sports, there's no one massively raving about us. And I was like, well, good. I think it's kind of good, to be honest. I think it just lets us be what we are. And it means then, you know, you quietly go about your business, like you said, Daniela, and you get the job done. And that's how I felt if you were an external, non-West Ham fan looking in last year. Suddenly we're in the semi-finals of Europa League. Yeah. Suddenly for 2 seasons we finished in the top 7 in the Premier League. Suddenly we're signing players of the quality of Scamacca and Paqueta. Yeah. And suddenly we start the season off crap. But now we're starting to turn a corner. Albeit, no ifs or buts about it. We've still got elements of the game we need to learn from. We've still got growth in this team. The but is results are going in the right direction, and there's a lot of things going in the right way that we need to go in the right way. Albeit tonight, Dawson and Ogbonna doesn't look great for us. Daniela, how do you feel about them two?
Oh, Dawson's been great, and to be honest with you, with all the trouble, everyone's calling like Downs and Bowen for England. I would say Dawson. I said Southgate. If Maguire's not playing games for Man United, he has to start looking at players like Dawson. Everyone's talking about Ben White. Southgate's got to start looking outside the box, because he cannot take Maguire if he hasn't played any games for Man United. They say I think he's injured, but we've got 4 weeks to the World Cup, and it doesn't look like Maguire's playing any games. How can you take a player like any player that hasn't played at any games in 8 weeks to World Cup?
Yeah.
And then there's injuries to the fullback. You've got the Trent issue. I'm going to be outrageous here. I've never rated Trent. I've always thought he was over. Yeah, great going forward, but as a defender, I hate the term world class. I saw it in the post. Someone put it on Downs. I said, can we drop it? I really hate that term world class when it comes to describing players, especially young players, because it's what is world class. It's like there's so much you've got to do. You can only call a player world class, I think, once they've finished their footballing career. You can say that player was a world class player. You can't do it when they're 23, when they're just starting out. You can't call players world class. It's so much pressure on the players. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it puts so much pressure on these young players.
It does. It really does. But I mean, at the end of the day, Daniela, we got the job done tonight. That's the most important thing. We got the 3 points.
You guys have done a great job, Russ. And as a fan base, glad to leave from Shetlands. Nice to meet all the guys from down under, Neil from down under, and all the rest of us. You guys do a fantastic job. I'd like to say thank you to you, especially you, Russ. Loved your shows this morning pre-game. So thank you very much.
We appreciate that, Daniela. We absolutely do. Honestly, it makes it worthwhile when you
keep
get
work
people
going.
That, so we do. Yeah, we will do. Daniela. Yeah, thank you very much, Daniela. Take it easy. Thank you. Lovely when we get comments like that. Russ is sitting in his car now, having a chin waggle while he's in his car.
I've literally gone to a car, pay for Westfield, pay for car parking. Brilliant.
We're getting loads of people joining us now. Freshfielders in the house. Good to see you as well. Alan Dunn. Apparently, we're looking at Locatelli, so that would be interesting. Yeah. Totally spot on, Daniela, about Dawson. He should be in the England squad ahead of Slabhead. That's WHUFC. If anyone fancies jumping on for a quick call with myself and Russ, just dial that number there, 0116 318 3846. I think I've finally got it working. So if you dial it now, you will get a chance to get live on with us and have your opinion. Why not come in and have your opinion? But we are going to go in the next couple of minutes if no one else does come on. This is another one here. Andy is saying Moyes knows what he's doing with Downs. Relax. Do you know what, Andy? You're right, mate. He does. He's proven us wrong so many times, hasn't he? Oh, yeah. Russ is playing the music in the background as well. Russ is going Yaldi, having a party in the car.
Yeah, he does. I think he knows what he's doing. I think he's been quite critical of him. I think I think a few of us, put our nose out of joint a little bit because we're thinking, he's a good player. But we're seeing the best out of him now, and I think we need you need two teams to do anything successfully now. You need two teams, and if he is starting for the Cup team and the Europa League team, that's only going to bleed into the first team eventually, and he will do. He'll definitely end up playing more first team football. That's for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely. Russ, then, shall we love and leave everyone?
Let's love and leave everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Join Russ tomorrow where he'll be doing a match day ratings show. You'll get a chance to come in and score all of the players. The Hammers Headlines will be back tomorrow. Of course, we'll be coming to you with previews. You name it for the Southampton game. We're back left, right, and centre. Thank you for joining us. Russ, final words?
Come on, you Irons. Come on, you Irons. Bring on Southampton.
Bring on Southampton. On to the Premier League next. Take it easy, everyone. Stay safe. And, of course, come on, you bloody Irons.
Come on, you bloody Irons.
We're still on and I'm trying to find a video, so I apologise. Come on, you Irons.
Irons.